Welcome to Russia, the largest country on Earth, with a land area of 17.1 million square kilometers. Russia spans 11 time zones and is home to 144 million people, and perhaps the most misunderstood nation on the planet. In this video, we are going to talk about myths and stereotypes about this country, which have been fed to you for decades, from movies, social media, and politics. So let's separate fact from fiction and meet the real Russia. So let's start with the first myth. All Russia is covered with snow. But here is the reality. Yes, the northern part of Russia is cold. Take the city of Yakutsk, the coldest city on Earth. In winter, temperatures plummet to minus 71 degrees Celsius. At that temperature, you don't live, you survive. Step outside without protection, and the cold bites within seconds. Leave a pair of jeans hanging on the line, and they freeze solid. You could stand them upright in the snow like a statue. Glasses freeze to your face. In Yakutsk, winter is not a season, it is a test of endurance. But here is what the postcards don't show you. Russia is so vast that it contains every climate on Earth. In one corner, people dress in reindeer fur and risk frostbite walking to work. In another corner, people spread towels on beaches and swim in the warm waters of the Black Sea. So, when someone tells you Russia is nothing but snow, remind them that Russia is 11 time zones wide. Myth number 2. Russians never smile. Walk down any street in Moscow and you'll see what looks like a nation of stern faces, no smiles, no greetings, just cold, unapproachable expressions. To an outsider, this reads as rudeness, as unfriendliness, as proof that Russians are simply cold people. But here is the reality in Russian culture. Russians have a saying, smiling without a reason is a sign of foolishness. A smile is reserved for people you know. But here is what happens the moment you actually speak to a Russian. The wall cracks, the warmth comes out, and you realize those stern faces were never about you. They were just waiting for a reason. And the minute you give them one, you will meet some of the most welcoming, loyal, and deeply warm people on Earth. Myth number 3. Russian women are gold diggers. Let's start with what is actually true. Russian women are beautiful, and yes, they take care of themselves meticulously. It is part of the culture. Appearance matters. For generations, Russian women have placed importance on looking their best, not for men necessarily, but because self-respect and dignity are worn on the outside as much as they are carried on the inside. But here is where the myth twists truth into fiction. Outsiders have looked at this culture of self-care and interpreted it as something else entirely. They see a woman who dresses well, who carries herself with pride, and they invent a story. She must be looking for a rich foreign husband. Myth number 4. Russians drink vodka every day. Here is the reality. Yes, vodka is part of Russian culture, for celebrations, for gatherings, for special moments. But daily? No. Russia actually has one of the fastest-growing craft beer scenes in Europe. Georgian wine bars are trendy in every major city. And tea. Russians drink more tea per capita than most European countries. As for smoking, younger generations are smoking less and caring more about health. Gyms are packed. Health food stores are everywhere. The vodka for breakfast Russian exists mostly in movies and in your imagination. Myth number 5. Russia wants to invade America. Russia and America are separated by an ocean. Russia's military, while powerful, is focused on its borders, not on crossing the Atlantic to reach a superpower with the largest military budget on Earth. The idea of a Russian invasion of the United States is not geopolitics. It is science fiction. It is a plot device Hollywood uses because it worked in the 1980s. The real Russia is too busy managing 11 time zones, a massive economy, and its own complex neighborhood to fantasize about occupying Ohio.